begin, I think that everyone is still in the mood, in the atmosphere, and also in the buzz of MCO, correct? And then just very curious about everyone. Maybe you have been seeing a lot of changes every day, not just a lot of changes in our COVID cases, but I think there's one change of number that maybe some of you guys are not aware of it, but it's happening every day. And that is your weight. Am I correct? And then, so maybe I'm a bit curious, and then I would like to see some audience's reaction about, do you actually observe your weight changes throughout this MCO period? If you can also give me some numbers, or maybe if you're too shy to give me your number, you can just let me know in the comment section or the chat session. Let me know that have you have any changes in your body weight? Is it higher, or is it lower, or is it still maintaining the same weight as before MCO? Okay.
Okay, so this MCO only, right? So for the last 3 weeks, for the last 3 weeks, this MCO, who has increased your weight? Okay, so put in comment. Put in comment, increase your weight means you put plus how many kg? Plus 3 kg, plus 5 kg. For myself, fortunately, throughout this MCO, I was minus 2.5 kg. Okay, this MCO, I've lost 2.5 kg. Okay, so if you have lost weight, you put minus 2.5, right? So let's see in the comment. Let's see what's your results. Okay, don't be shy lah. Okay, put down. See. Okay, hands up. Plus 5 kg. Tell us. Okay, I know some of our members, right? They have been on a very strict program. So let's see if anyone has lost weight lah. Not only lost weight lah. I think the proper method is to lose fat, right? Not just to lose weight, right? So let's see in the comment. Let's see what's your result. Okay, tell us.
Well, 1.52 kg. Not bad. Actually, I see everyone is pretty good in terms of their progress. And then just let you all know that for my own personal record, I actually didn't have any changes in my weight, okay? But I actually see some, like changes in terms of my body shape, okay? So if you have been following in my social media, so you will know that actually some people mentioned that I already become a lot more muscular than before. And even before MCO, before I'm able to, gain access into the gym and all that. So why? Maybe some of you guys think that MCO is very hard to get a good body, okay? But I can let you all know that there is hope, okay? You can actually get a good body even during MCO and even better, okay? So this is why today I'm gonna let you all know my secrets, okay? My secrets to a very good body during MCO, okay? So a lot of people think that it's impossible, but in this period, apart from maybe if you're not lucky enough to win some lucky draw, at least you are the lucky viewer today because you were able to know all of my secrets within this sharing session. So without further ado, I just let you all know that my background is not only just about being a nutritionist that eats healthy, but I also like to lift weights, okay? So a lot of people thought that I'm a fitness trainer, but actually my real profession is a nutritionist, okay? And then on the side note, actually, I also have invented, okay? I would like to say I founded a company called the Abs Ball and the Abs Spread, okay? This is my small company during MCO whereby I sell those healthy snacks that are made by me in the kitchen, okay? So this is just a small shout out. And then a lot of people may ask that, hey, wow, every time I see at your social media, I'm really impressed of your transformation. How did I do it? Okay, a lot of people are always giving wows and likes and love and shares, okay? But at the end of the day, a lot of people didn't know that I actually went through ups and downs, okay? So as you can see, previously I have been a very chubby kid, and then also I have been a very skinny guy, okay? So why did I undergo those changes is because that time when I was a kid or a teenager, hormonal changes comes in, okay? Guys like us, would like to attract girls in our high school periods, not just high school, but even primary school. Okay. So it was then when I first started my fitness journey. Okay. Back then, I didn't know what to do. Okay. Sometimes I'm very extreme in my diet. So you can see sometimes my results go haywire, like the very, very skinny guy on the right hand side of the picture. And sometimes I even think that in order to build muscle, I need to eat a lot. Okay. Whatever food, I need to eat a lot. Okay. And in the end of the day, the results is also not good either, which became me being too fat. Okay. So you can see that so a lot of things that we as a social media influencer, we don't let people see our ugly side. Okay. But in this period, in this session, I'll let you all see that how did I go through these stages and what are the advices I can give you all if you are in this road of burning fat and build muscle. Okay. So throughout this period, I realized that within my experience of burning fat and build muscle, there are some philosophies in terms of getting a healthy and fit body. Okay. So it's in coincidence that I actually found out that hey, actually Omni AA company has the same philosophy of health concept, which I totally agree at the first time when I actually came into this company. Because before I went into Omni AA to help them do this sharing, I realized that hey, actually they have these 5 concepts of healthy living philosophies that are in tandem with what I have been practiced before I even stepped into this company. Okay, so I'm very surprised, and then in fact they have a lot of products that are actually in conjunction to all these healthy living philosophies. Okay, so as you can see, that is something is a company, and it's a company with products that really jive together with my thoughts. So this is what I'm very impressed with. And then as for burning fat and building muscle, one of the 3 most important philosophies are balanced diet, moderate exercise, and also adequate sleep. Okay. So as you can see that from my summary, I found out that actually in order to burn fat and build muscles the right way, you can actually go into 3 types of, I would say that this philosophy is composed of diet, exercises, and lifestyle. And I'm pretty sure all of you all have already agreed before even coming into this sharing section. Okay. What I wanted to highlight to you all is that actually, in fact, you don't need to exercise that extreme, because a lot of people that approach me before asking me about, hey, how do I get a good body like you? Do I need to spend 2 to 3 hours a day or even 5 hours a day in the gym doing strenuous exercises? Actually, I have been in that stage before, and I tried those so-called methods like hardcore training and hardcore diet. But at the end of the day, as you can see from my previous pictures, they are not really effective. What really effective is through your healthy diet first. Okay, I really experience it because I experienced it myself, and the healthy diet is the most important element when it comes to burning fat and build muscles. Believe it or not, later I will show you all why. Okay, and since healthy diet accompanies for 70% of our results in building fat and build muscle, so that's why this topic today will be more towards revolving around healthy diet, because if you already master a very healthy diet, chances are you are already halfway to the success of building muscles and burning good fats. Okay, I mean burning bad fats in our body. Okay, so without further ado, let's start. Okay, I believe now everyone here is very motivated, wanted to know what is the secret. Okay, what do I have to do to start off a good plan? Okay, so for your information, actually here maybe the opening is a bit, maybe stressful to some of you guys, because from here what you need to start to do is do some calculations. Okay, now for some reasons I believe some of you guys here maybe think that it's very stressful to calculate everything inaccurate, but don't get me wrong. Okay, because what I'm sharing today here is just a basic simple guideline for you all to have a great start. Okay, why do I need to stress on this is because that if let's say, for a random guy who approached me and say, hey Victor, I wanted to build a great body like you. Okay, I'm really motivated now. What should I start? Okay, more or less every time I will always tell them to ask them first is that what are your goals? Okay, what are your goals? And then how far you want to go, and then how are your calorie intake nowadays? Because they approach me without a plan. Okay, so I make usually I'll numerize their plan. Okay, strategize their plan using numbers first, because only with numbers only you can roughly know, okay, roughly know that where you are at which level. Okay, give you all an example is like some people wanted to start dieting. Okay, and then chances are they maybe go for so-called healthy restaurants like chicken rice shop. Okay, so when they go for chicken rice shop, they may order chicken rice, of course, and then chances are there are two types of rice. Okay, if I say you're a musician, I believe you can really relate to this. It's usually either you prefer white rice or oily rice. Okay, so let me have a quick question here. Is that like if you all go for chicken rice, which rice will you choose? Okay, oily rice or white rice first? Okay, let me see the
Definitely,
reaction.
definitely oily rice.
Oh, definitely oily rice
Let's see.
for Mikhail, and then who else?
Yes, let's see from the floor. Okay,
Yeah.
what do you guys take? Hey, got anyone go for chicken rice and ask for like basmati rice or whatever? This
Or basmati rice, if got, I
I
also
don't,
want. No.
got or not?
So,
I think
I think
mostly
white
choose
rice.
oily rice one the yellow rice,
Mostly
right?
people.
Oh, okay, some got white rice.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
But people go
some
and ask,
follow
people go and say,
oily
oh yeah,
rice.
I want chow mein, got or not?
Yeah, if got even better, to be honest. Okay, I
I
see
think
the
mostly
majority here
oily
is
rice.
oily rice.
Yes, exactly. Oh no.
Okay, okay. So we'll take oily rice as an example. Okay. So I just give you all a very simple example is that okay, one white rice is around 250 calories. Okay, this is estimate, yeah, one white rice. Okay. And one oily rice, the difference in calories is around 50 to 100 calories. Okay, so remember this, white rice is 250 and oily rice is 350. Now you might think that it's not that many difference. Okay, what if okay every day, okay, every day, not maybe not every day, every 2 days lah. Okay, you order white rice, you order oily rice, and then you get that extra 100 calorie. So when you accumulate these 100 calorie, extra 100 calorie every day, every day, every day, at the end of the day, at the end of the week lah, okay, you will actually see a difference in your weight, and that is maybe there's an additional zero point 0.5 pounds of fat in your body already. Okay, so this is the scenario where you are not looking into your calorie intake. Slowly by slowly, your fat will accumulate little by little. Okay, and when there's too much of it, it becomes very hard to burn it out all. Okay, so this is why I stress that at first you need to know that through calculate your metabolic intake and also calorie intake, you will see a very big difference. Not very fast, but in the long term. Okay, so that is why today's calculation comes in. Okay, so without further ado, I just let you see an example. Okay, why we need to know our basal metabolic rate, or in other terms, is that how many calories we need in a day for our body to function normally. Okay, because if let's say you exceed this metabolic rate calorie intake, chances are you'll gain weight. Okay, this is a very simple fact. And the other terms is the other way around is that if let's say you are getting a deficit amount of calorie intake, you will lose weight. That's simple. Okay, so this is just an example of calculation for this person called Johnny. Okay, he's 27 years old with a height of 178 cm and also 75 kg of weight. And through using his height, weight, and then also his age, you will see that you can substitute into this so-called calculation formula called the Harris-Benedict formula. Okay, this is a standard formula to calculate your BMR, but you don't need to calculate now. You may screenshot it and then also calculate when you are free. Okay, just this session, I want to let you see one simple example. Okay, so when you substitute all this data into this calculation, you'll get the BMR rate of 1732 calories. Okay, so for a lot of you, maybe it's just a number. Okay, so no worries. Just keep in mind that there's this calculation and it will benefit you. I guarantee you. Okay, and let's say it's for a woman, they also have their own unique calculation, and then with the same method as well, just substitute your body weight, your height, and your age, and you get your own BMR calorie intake. Okay, so now you already know how to calculate your BMR. Let us see your goals. All right, so here there are three groups of people. Someone who started out as a maybe chubby person who wanted to lose weight, to be slim, like what I used to be at first. Okay, and some people who are very skinny at first and wanted to build muscle, just like how I used to be during my high school times. Okay, so I've been through burning fat and building muscle period. I would say that there's no definite complete best method for it, but there is a balanced benefit when it comes to burning fat and build muscle at the same time. Because you see, if you're burning fat in you're just solely wanted to burn fat, you have a calorie deficit. And chances are you will burn fat, but you also lose muscle mass at the same time. Okay. But if you're on the track of building muscle, you need to know that it's a process of calorie surplus. So you will also gain some fat and also muscle at the same time. But then there is a golden way to approach the best of both worlds, and that is to burn fat and build muscle at the same time. How? It's very simple. Actually, we already done it. Okay, it's actually just maintain your previous BMR that you calculated just now, or just deficit 200 calorie only, very little only. Why? It's because throughout my experience myself, I see that by maintaining a BMR, okay, you will not feel that stressful. Okay, you will not feel that stressful. Meaning to say that you won't have to be stressed about cutting your foods a lot. Okay, but at the same time, you need to know what foods should you choose. Okay, so this is a secret, and then later I'll reveal more of this secret. Okay, so let us see that why I emphasize about building muscle and burn fat is very, very important. It's because if let's say you have more muscles, okay, if let's say you have more muscle, meaning to say you have a higher BMR, and also you are able to burn fat more easily. Okay, so this is something that is a lot of people don't understand. Okay, what I can give you in a very good example is that if let's say you figure out maybe there's a celebrity, I'm not sure some of you guys know or not, is he's called Dwayne Johnson, or also known as The Rock. Okay, so The Rock here is actually if you all know him, he's actually very muscular. Okay, and he also likes to eat a lot of junk food. Okay, but he doesn't eat it on a very permanent basis. He only eats it once or twice a week. Okay, and the moment when he eats that big chunk of food, okay, at the end of the day, he didn't get any fatter, you know. So this is the reason why, because his body has a lot of muscle. Okay, when his body has a lot of muscle, okay, you have I would like to use this word called quota. Okay, you have the quota to be able to eat more unhealthy food, because when you eat the unhealthy food, your BMR rate is so high because you have a lot of muscle. It tend to automatically burn all those calories from those junk food. Okay, so this sounds fun, and then it's a good news for everyone who has a very good appetite for junk food. Okay, so if you want to eat more junk food, remember to build more muscle first. Okay, but don't eat those junk food before you build muscle, or else you won't get anywhere fit. Okay, all right. So secondly is that don't be too concerned about your weight. Okay, just remember to keep your body shape on track, because building muscle and burn fat at the same time is a process that you're losing your fat mass, okay, your mass in terms of fat, and increasing your muscle mass at the same time. So you can see one weight of the one weight is reducing and one weight is increasing, so it balances up. So you can see that at the end of the day, even you become more muscular like I am now, my weight also didn't change at all. Okay, so this is the benefit of burning fat and build muscle at the same time. Okay, so since building muscle is so important, it's also important to get enough protein for you to build those muscles. Am I correct? So here are four groups of people, okay? Different group of people will require different amounts of protein intake, okay? So I believe that all of you guys, maybe you can have a look on this chart, okay? So you can see there are four groups of people, which are sedentary group, okay? I just briefly let you all know what is sedentary group. Is someone who always sits in the office or at the home doing nothing, or maybe just do a little light house chores, okay? And the second group of people are light physical activity people, meaning to say sometimes they, okay lah, I go for a morning walk lor, or I take my dog for a walk and do some light yoga, okay? These two group of people have very little exercise, so their protein intake are also lower because their exercises doesn't really damage their muscles that much, okay? So logically, their protein intake are not as high as we expect, okay? So if let's say you are some moderate group people, like for example, moderate exercise group people, like for example, you sometimes you go for hiking, and sometimes you go for badminton, and sometimes you just like to play soccer for 3 to 4 times or even 5 times per week, then you consider moderate exercise of group people. So here you need to use your body weight times 1.5. And just to recap, the calculation for calculate your protein intake is by using your body weight times 0.8 to 1.8. Choose one number between 0.8 to 1.8, okay? So for just now, for the sedentary and light group, you just need to use your body weight to times 0.8, okay? And for moderate intensity group of people, you just need to use your body weight times 1.5. Now here comes the challenging part, okay? Here comes when people who are like me always go to the gym. Even now, I cannot go to the gym, no worries. I also do a lot of high intensity interval training at home to build up my metabolic rate and also do heavy lifting at my home, okay? For your information, why I'm able to do it is because I have a pair of heavy dumbbells at home, okay? So it's that simple, all right? So this is my daily exercise routine, and I exercise daily, okay? So when you are exercising daily and each of your exercise sessions are very intensive, okay, meaning to say you're breathing hard enough, but also you feel great, then you need to use your body weight times 1.8 of and equals to how many grams of protein you need per day. So for me, for my own exercise intensity, my protein intake is quite high. Okay, so protein intake depends on each individual person's physical activity. Okay, it's not like for me I need to eat like five eggs per day. Doesn't mean that you also need to follow my diet guidelines. So everyone is unique in their own protein intake. So don't get me wrong, don't follow everything that I am practicing now. It all depends on your physical activity. Okay, so if let's say you have any questions up to here, you can also feel free to let me know. And I just scroll and see a bit of the comment section. Okay, no worries. Later I'll come back to it. And then let's move on to our next session. So hold on, yeah. Let me. Okay, yeah. So let us calculate our protein intake. Okay, so pretty much all of you here might be a bit confused, but no worries. Just using another example for you all to see is using Johnny just now. Okay, so just using back his own weight times 1.8, because for his physical activity, he does 6 times of gym or hiking every week. Okay, so with this amount of intensity, how much protein do he actually need? Is 135 grams. Okay, now some of you here might think 135 grams of protein is how much. Okay, so here's the answer. Okay, so if you are able to zoom in the screen, you can see that each plate of these are chicken breasts. Okay, so you can see that for Johnny's type of intensity level, he need to eat 5 plates of chicken breast. So imagine, okay, I'm Johnny. How should I take in these 5 plates of chicken breast? Okay, breakfast, chicken breast law. Then afternoon tea, okay, chicken breast law. Then lunch, also chicken breast law. And then my snack, also chicken breast. Supper, chicken breast. and dinner also chicken breast. So you can see that for us, you can see that for building muscle, it seems easy, but it's actually not. Okay, the hardest part is not about exercising. Yeah, to me, it's about eating enough protein. Okay, this is what I feel is very challenging. Okay, so if you're on this road, you can definitely relate to it. Okay, so here's another example for ladies. Okay, so ladies maybe generally they are not so active. So for the case of Amy with a weight of 65 kg, her required daily protein intake is 52 grams, which is equivalent to 2.5 plates of chicken breast. So ladies here, I'm not sure how many of you have been very consistent with your diet, but if you're able to eat at least 2.5 plates of chicken breast per day, raise up your hands up because I can really salute your appetite. Okay, so let me just see from the comment section. Whole day eat too much chicken. Yep, I definitely can relate because whole day eat chicken breast. Yeah,
Hey,
this is
Victor,
my
I think
pastime.
okay lah for ladies, 2.5 plates of chicken breast. I think
Oh,
okay
okay.
lah. Not like men, yeah, it's like 5 plates of chicken breast. It's crazy, man.
Yeah lah. That's
Impossible,
why.
I can say
Yeah,
impossible,
yeah, yeah.
close to impossible. Then
Yeah,
how? What
that's
to do? Then what to do? How? Any tips or not? 5 plates of chicken breast
yeah.
impossible, I think.
So for me, for last time for me, that's why I'm not every meal I also eat chicken breast, of course. Sometimes I also last time during my old days I try some protein shakes lor. But protein shakes are also good side and bad side of it, which I will review later soon. And then last time I just let share with you all one very funny experience is that because I really follow that I need to eat 5 plates of chicken breast per day, so I tell the hawker there, I tell the hawker chicken rice stall to tell them, hey, I need I need to tapao 5 packs of this chicken breast. Then he told me what? Then I just hold the whole the whole chicken I just give you lor. Meaning to say the whole chicken with all of the breast. He just gave me the whole chicken, So at the end of the day, the hawker is also very surprised. Wow, one person need to eat that much. But this is the reality. So it's very funny, but it's the truth, to be honest. Okay. So yeah, at the end of the day, why I really emphasize on quantity and also quality is because if let's say you're measuring everything accurately, you research all of these foods macronutrients in terms of their grams and also in terms of their weight, you also get their exact accurate data of their nutrition. Okay, so the whole process of calculating your macros is just a process of measuring using your weight scale, research by Googling, and also find reliable research that shows these foods calorie intake and also these foods are macronutrients, and also lastly track your macronutrient intake. Okay, so this takes time, but it's very effective. But I wanted to let you all know about this despite it being tedious. It's because, okay, this is the real way of burning fat and build muscle, the traditional way. Yeah, okay, there's a traditional way and there's a modern way. Okay, but what I have been practicing this, especially when I participated in those men physique competition, is really through these methods. So if you know me back in the old days, you'll see that I always take a foot measuring weight scale throughout my bags. Whenever I go tapao thing, I tell the uncle that okay, just put your Tupperware or my Tupperware in the weighing food scale, and then just put in your chicken breast. I need to make sure it's exactly 500 grams. Then only I will buy from you. So I have been through that time. It's very tedious, but fret not, everyone. Okay, fret not. Today, this is for those who are really, really disciplined. You can follow this method. But if let's say you're really not that disciplined, you will also have a secret of mine, which is true just by looking your food. Okay. So a lot of people nowadays, this is the scenario. Okay. From the left hand side, people think that okay, how my food is. This is how people see their food. Okay, food law is food law is in fact food ma, correct? But I wanted to teach you a way is by seeing your food in the right hand, using the method of the right hand side of the picture. Okay, so you need to identify. As long as you're able to identify how much carbs you're eating, how much protein you're eating, how much fibers and vitamins you're eating, you're already halfway to have a successful building fat and build muscle plan. Okay, so in short, okay, this is what I have been practicing now. Okay, now to be honest, I'm not practicing weighing my food every day already. Okay, so in fact, it's not practical on the long run. Okay, now I only practice on getting my three highs, three lows, and three avoids. Okay, what are these three highs? Is a food that is high protein, high fiber, and high nutrients. Okay, so if you are curious about foods that are high protein, fiber, and nutrients, this right hand side of this picture is an example for you. Okay, as you can see, now my foods, as long as I can see that there are more vegetables, they must be protein, and then there are decent amount of carbohydrates, and that's already fine. Okay, it's just that simple. Just make your food more colorful, make your food looks more delicious, but not in the way of unhealthy style, and you will get a very good diet. Okay, and then of course, this is what you need to practice. What you should not practice is foods that are very high in sugar, especially refined sugar, high in sodium, because if you have a lot of sodium, you'll get a lot of this water retention, which makes you look puffy. Okay, puffy. In Chinese, we call 水肿 lah. Okay, so you don't want to look like that. And then also low in terms of trans fat. Okay, trans fat are fats that are actually I would say that is hydrogenated, is being processed, and is really not good on the long run. It's even worse than saturated fats. Okay, so long story short, you just need to avoid foods like these fast food that you see in this slide. Then it's already fine. But very long, once in a very long while, it's okay lah. Okay, and then these are three avoids, which I think that if you can avoid, just avoid. All right. It doesn't mean that you already eaten it is the end of the world. Okay. Just that it's better to avoid it. Okay. Foods that are processed, foods that are overcooked, and foods that are unhygienic. At the end of the day, your muscles don't love foods or diet that are really extreme. Okay. Even if you eat the cleanest food in the world, that don't have sugars, oil, and salt, or no flavor at all, your muscles don't appreciate, okay? In fact, your muscles actually like balanced food, foods that are delicious, healthy in a way, and also food that are balanced in all nutrients, okay? Why I say so is because I've made mistakes before. I have been practicing diets that are too clean in the past, and then I have been doing a lot of exercises, including a lot of running. So in the end of the day, it became my body became really, really skinny, which I don't really like. But after I changed my diet to a very wholesome, colorful foods that I like to take picture every time before I eat, okay, these types of foods, and then also after I undergo heavy training, especially training legs. Yeah. So here's a tip, okay. If you're on the road of building good muscles and want to burn fat really good, don't skip leg days, or okay, you will actually thank me at the end of the day, although it's the most hardest part to train. Okay, apart from training legs intensively, I train all of my body parts using functional resistance training and weights training. Okay, so this is how I train and how I eat to get the nice body that I have today. Okay, so this is I already just review all of my secrets. Okay, and then at the end of the day, I realized that if you want to burn fat and build muscle the right way, you first need to know two things that are very important is fuel and nutrients. Okay, fuel in terms of energy to let you go to the gym to exercise, and also fuel to for you to burn fat. Okay, so how to choose a good energy source? Okay, it's through carbohydrate. Carbohydrate is the number one source for energy, but you need to know how to choose the right carbohydrate. Is choose carbohydrates that don't have added sugars, high in dietary fiber, and also with this condition, you have a better satiety and stable energy release during your workout and after your workout. Okay, some of the examples that I really like to eat in terms of carbohydrates are sweet potatoes. Okay, so French fries fans here, you can try sweet potatoes. Guarantee is good, but if you can, don't deep fry it. Just maybe put in the oven and roast it, something like the French fries texture. Then it's really healthy and really tasty, and most importantly, really good for you to build fat, burn fat and build muscle. Okay, and next things are maybe some vegetables, fruits and vegetables, and also oatmeal is one of my staples. Okay, then you already have the fuel to burn. Okay, then you need to go and use it lah. Because if you don't use this energy, at the end of the day, it will become unused energy and stored as fat in your body. So when you have this energy, go exercise. Okay, after exercise, what is already damaged is your muscles. So muscles only grow when they are damaged. So in order for them to grow, you need protein. Protein is the only nutrient for you to build your muscle. Okay, so therefore, one of the staple proteins that I really like are chicken breast, as usual. If you don't like chicken breast, you can also go for chicken thigh, which I think is a very good alternative. So good news for you guys. And then also eggs. And one of the very recent innovative protein source is pea protein. Okay, so here are those proteins that, as long as there are no artificial flavorings or colorings, with complete amino acids, both essential and non-essential, and also with these types of protein, you'll get better appetite satiety and high thermic effect for your diet. Okay, so up to here, anyone has any questions? Maybe I can see the ground for any questions. Maybe later I can highlight at the end of the session. Yeah, yeah, air fryer. That's a good trick for making your fried foods healthier in a way. 对，OK，一起来学习是对。OK，I also know Chinese. Don't get me wrong. Recently muscle critical damage. Okay, so now you know how to repair your muscles with the right way. Yeah, so colorful meals. Yep. Um, all colorful meals are always for Instagram. Okay. Okay. Now, no worries. Later I'll go back to our open session, and at the end of the day, if let's say you're unable to practice what I have been practiced up to date, no worries. There are two products that you can try as a shortcut answer to your healthy fat burning and building muscle regime. Okay, so one of it is Maribar and another one is Omni Nutrition. Both products are from Omni AA. Okay, so without further ado, I'll just briefly let you all know why I recommend these products for you. Is that I already do comparison. Okay, comparison in terms of, first of all, Maribar, they are actually, you can see the commercial energy bars are very high in added sugars, sodium, and also very low quality ingredients such as those that you don't need. Okay, those ingredients such as canola oil, rice flour, honey, salt, brown sugar syrup. And the very funny thing is, if you already have sugar, why you need to add honey and sugar syrup? Okay, so nowadays commercial products only, pamper for people who wanted to eat tasty foods, but less in terms of the healthy side. Okay, which is very bad. But luckily for Mary Bar, I see that most of their ingredients are natural. Okay, natural in the sense of giving you a lot of these health benefits. Okay, and one of it I see that Mary Bar here has higher protein, which ticks the criteria of getting a higher protein diet. Okay, also lower in terms of fats, sugar, and also sodium. So in the sense of it fulfills the criteria of lower calorie and lower sodium, and means that lower water retention for your body. Okay. And this is just an overview, okay, overview of the complex carbohydrates in merit bars. Because just now I got mentioned, if you wanted to have a good energy source, you need complex carbohydrates. Complex carbohydrates that give you extended energy release and also give you a stable amount of energy, blood sugar levels. Okay, so these are the four complex carbohydrates of merit bars, not just one, not just two, but four. Okay. And then at the end of the day, maybe some people might not know that energy bar is not only for people who wanted to have weight loss and build muscles, but also vegetarians, some how I say, yeah, some dessert lovers, yeah, because energy bar, I mean Mary bar can also give you as a very good example recipe for healthy desserts. Okay, what healthy desserts in the future I will review one by one for you guys. Okay, but not in this sharing. Okay, because if I review here, it will be another story. Okay, and also for diabetic patients, also good, and also people who are lack of energy. Okay, and then that's about our energy side. Let's talk about our protein side. Now, here's someone, especially guys who just started gym, will be very familiar of our whey protein. Okay, so you might wonder those type of protein, those shaker that you always able to smell those gym goers after doing their heavy training with those, I would say, rather unpleasant or rather too strong smells of this protein shake. What are contained in this protein shake, you might wonder. Okay, so here's the truth. Okay, apart from protein blend, yes, it's whey protein. Other ingredients are actually just maltodextrin, natural and artificial flavoring, gum blend, cellulose gum, xanthan gum, carrageenan, salt, and sucralose. Now, any of these ingredients, do you understand what it is? Okay, chances are no, right? Maybe the only ingredient you understand is protein blend. So you can see whey protein they are commercialized nowadays are full of artificial things. Okay, and then they even have some cholesterol. So this is something you need to take note of, and which is why I stopped drinking protein shakes up until I met Omni Nutrition. Okay, so this is an exception. Okay, it's not a sponsored speech or whatever. Yeah, this is actually my really true experience of experiencing Omni Nutrition. Because why? Because I realized that Omni Nutrition is very natural in terms of very low in sugar. Okay, and then has a very complete amino acid profile, and also lower in sodium. And best of all, what I like about Omni Nutrition is that all of their ingredients are all natural. Okay, and you can even count it within 10 fingers. Okay, so why I say that is because they only consist of pea protein, cocoa powder, skim milk, seaweed calcium some more. So this calcium you don't really able to see in a lot of whey protein have. Yeah, most whey protein don't have calcium. So the ones that do have are very rare. But you're seeing one that is very rare now is Omni Nutrition, and also Orfati Synergy one. This is one of their patented, I would say that is a prebiotic, and then also multivitamins and minerals. So you can see all of these are actually very, very natural. And I tried it out before. Actually, I already tried 2 months lah. Okay, for Omni Nutrition is every day I just add in my Omni Nutrition into my oatmeal. Okay, but what I so-called power breakfast. Okay, so I will feel that it's just like I'm drinking Milo, okay? But in the sense of it's a very rich Milo, doesn't have any sugary taste, and that's why I'm more muscular nowadays, and that people even notice me, okay? So this is what I feel about Omni Nutrition. Not this is not commercial, it's my really true experience, and then yeah, this is something I can recommend for you guys, especially people who are trying to build muscle very hard. Okay, so it's just like your typical protein shake, just need to add into your water and shake and drink. That's all. Okay, so this is what I wanted to cover, and here's my summary of why I choose over pea protein over whey protein during the past. Okay, it's because it's better for vegetarians, less flavorings, and also less allergens. Okay, and it also has less side effects. So for your information, some people who have actually tried whey protein before, maybe they have some red spots in their bodies because sometimes whey protein are very high in I would say heaty in nature. Okay, so some people who overdose whey protein, they might feel like they are very heaty, and then also their body tend to have red spots. This is so-called some side symptoms lah, okay? But for me, I didn't experience this in Omni Protein Shake, okay? So yeah, back to our topic. So who needs Omni Nutrition is not only those people who need to build muscle and have weight loss. Okay, if let's say you're, especially our unprecedented times nowadays, whereby COVID is everywhere, immunity is in a very important element in our body. Okay, so if you have enough protein, yeah, enough protein intake, chances are your white blood cells are also will be very healthy because white blood cells are made from protein. Okay, so people who have enough protein, they tend to have better immunity and most probably better immunity with a lot of these so-called viruses nowadays. Okay, so this is what I recommend, and yeah, that's all for my presentation in terms of the eating side for burning fat and build muscle the right way. Okay, so the secrets are all revealed, and then I reveal all the secrets from the diet part. So maybe in the next time, maybe I can share about the exercise and the lifestyle that you can practice to have a great body. But now I just wanted to have you take some take home message back, okay? Which is my message for you is that in order to have a body like me that you're seeing now, you need to first increase your muscle mass, okay? Muscle is very important, and that's why protein is very important. And then get enough nutrients as not just protein, but also from your carbohydrate source, fat source. Remember that balanced diet is the key. And finally, get enough sleep. Okay, a lot of people didn't know that muscle building hormones are are released. Okay, muscle hormones are being released, especially growth hormones are being released when we are sleeping. So if let's say your lack of sleep or you don't sleep during the late night, chances are those hormones that help you to build muscle will not come out. Okay, and at the end of the day, the key to six pack abs is what I'm still practicing now is 70% diet, 20% exercise, 10% lifestyle. Okay, so this is a secret for the real way of burning fat and build muscle.